This is the Variety Show 2024. So I just want to put this out there. Um, so this was recently, July 29th, I believe it was very recently. There was an 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Russia. I mean, it was a huge megaquake. It was off the coast in the ocean, and it caused tsunami alerts all over the Pacific region. California, um, Washington State, Oregon, Alaska, Hawaii, all under tidal wave tsunami alerts, just that whole Pacific area on July 29th. And not much came of it. Not much came of any of it because it was just off the coast. And most people didn't think anything. They would say, oh, well, earthquakes happen. Oh, well, Pacific Ring of Fire always has big quakes. No big deal. But it may not be no big deal. There may be more than meets the eye to what happened on July 29th. But that was a big news story. It was all over the place when it happened. And I heard that we could be heading for some catastrophic seismic events, because when that happens, an earthquake of that magnitude, 8.8, a megaquake, and by the way, a lot of the news that was being reported were saying it was a 7.8. They were not even putting out the correct. Sometimes they don't even report correctly, because a lot were saying it was a 7.8 when it was an 8.8. And so they were putting the wrong information. Sometimes they're not even accurate about how big an earthquake is. But I heard that when something that big happens, it shifts around fault lines and other places. It has an effect on activating fault lines. And they just had a 4.3 in the Los Angeles area just the other day. And they say that 4.3, which is a moderate in LA, was as a result of the 8.8 off the coast of Russia. So they think that it may have activated or shifted San Andreas in California, which means the California megaquake could be coming, because it affected San Andreas. It opens more fault lines when something that big happens. And also Yellowstone in Montana, the super volcano that they're worried about, that could also be affected because of this 8.8 could have opened up that as well. And also, you remember Fukushima in Japan, which happened in 2011, and that was like a 9 point something, I think, the one that caused the nuclear meltdown, the Fukushima, which was a big one, and that was like a huge earthquake. But they're worried about Tokyo, because Japan as well could be hit. But instead of Fukushima, if Tokyo itself gets hit, and that's like the most populated city in the world, Tokyo is a major manufacturing hub. That's where all the electronics get made. That's a major electronic hub for manufacturing and stuff. Like that would probably crash the entire global economy if Tokyo is devastated by an earthquake. So the size of Fukushima, but instead of Fukushima, Tokyo itself could be hit. And that would affect the entire globe if Tokyo is destroyed. So I think that 8.8 quake out of Russia, July 29th, that may have had an effect on opening up a lot of fault lines in that whole region, from California to Japan to Yellowstone. I think we could, even before the end of the year, we could have some major catastrophic events. And it won't matter whether Donald Trump's tariffs are working, or the big beautiful bill, or Trump's tariffs. The earth itself causing catastrophes could crash this global economy, with Trump tariffs working or not working. It's really not going to matter. It'll affect the whole world if some of these things go off from the earth itself, from Mother Nature itself. So I just want to put that out there about that there may be more to the story of what happened on the 29th of July when that 8.8 quake was a big news story, but no one thought much of it because earthquakes, oh well, earthquakes always happen. So you can leave me comments on this, but I showed 24.